Hi guys! So I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a lot of energy going on the last few days. So I feel like I should do a spontaneous general reading for Tuesday, July 26th, 2016. So it's a general reading, see what feels right for you. All of us are beautiful children of God. All of us are psychic. And Spirit is always on our side to help us out. So, see which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, numbers, characters, cards, pictures resonate for you in whatever you are wondering, concerned, confused, dreaming, inquiring, praying about. See how it feels for you. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved in the situation and their situation and their situation and so on. So all of us are uplifted in love. See what feels right for you, even if it comes to you at a different time. Time's sort of a funny thing, so sometimes messages pop up when we need them. I have a bunch of different decks in front of me, and I don't really have a particular structure in mind today, so I'm just going to go with the flow. And I feel like starting with the Romance Oracle deck here, so let's begin here. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Universe, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for Tuesday, July 26, 2016, for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved in the situation, and their situation, and their situation, and so on. It's all lifted. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Alright, I'm going to begin with those two. And I want to layer a tarot card on top of each of those, and one of the Bluebird Lenormand cards. I have a bunch of different tarot decks. Let's start with the Sun Moon Tarot. So we have for Tuesday, July 26th, the highest, greatest good of everyone involved, more clarity on heart-to-heart conversations. The moon, intuition, allowing things to unfold, riding the waves of your emotion, learning to control waves of your emotion. Intuition, signs, symbols, learning to see in the dark, learning to find the shortest path, the path of least resistance, the path meant for you, learning what's true for you, facing your shadows, facing the unknown, facing what you can't see, but you know inside is true. one card for romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. The Lovers. Alright, so let's go to the Bluebird, Linamerd, and put one more layer on top of these 4 cards. So, to layer on the Moon, intuition, I want to say really going internal with your emotions with this card. Really letting yourself feel. For reals, feel. You know, not covering the feelings, not running from the feelings, not ignoring the feelings, not turning your cheek from the feelings, but facing those shadows, facing these emotions, facing these waves that come through, facing the depths of the ocean, and letting yourself ride above it, rise above it, ride along the waves, dive under the waves, learning every which way to handle your emotions and to tap into your own inner knowing, your own inner intuition, your own psychic sense here. It's also mystery, illusions, secrets, things coming to the surface, things that you pushed under the water, you didn't want to expose, you didn't want to deal with. I feel like there's things bubbling to the surface, so allow emotions to flow. Allow yourself to be guided by your own intuition, by your own gut feelings, by your own butterflies, by your own heart pumping to know what's good for you, what's right for you. Heart-to-heart conversations, I feel like there's 2 different aspects of this card today. Just like there's 2 people in this card. I feel like the male is sort of ignoring this subject. He's pretending it's not there. He's scared. Stepping on eggshells, I want to say. Nervous. Doesn't know how it will turn out. How the woman will react or his partner will react. Perhaps you have a partner that reacts explosively. Perhaps this is the reverse for somebody. So it can be, you know, the woman apprehensive about the conversation because she's afraid how the guy will react. Just remember when, if you're a guy and you're getting highly emotional in the heated department, in the upset department, that's extra estrogen going through your system. So perhaps, like, go away somewhere, breathe, do some guy things, and relax, get your testosterone moving again. I mean, just medically speaking here, feel like a little bit of a man again, put your balls back on, and do this. Have a heart-to-heart conversation. Don't be scared of your emotions. I guess it's hard if you're with somebody who always reacts. So I'm going back to the other way. I still feel like it's the guy who's apprehensive about the conversation and the girl wants to have the conversation. Men, just understand from a woman's perspective, women actually, we feel our stress hormones go down. We feel better when we talk about things. So, and then when we feel heard, it works even more. You know, we feel even better. That's why we like to discuss what happens. We don't always need you to fix it. We just need to be heard sometimes. So perhaps the women today need to be heard, or need to feel heard, feel important, feel appreciated, feel valued. And perhaps that's it. Perhaps the feminine side today just needs a hug. just needs a friend, just needs someone to show that they care. And perhaps start there and allow things to unfold. Even if emotions get weird, just go with the flow as long as the heart is in the right place. What needs to come out will be healing and will be beneficial to any relationship. You know, if you keep things bottled down, it's like a pressure cooker. Eventually, it can just explode, and possibly explode in the wrong place, on the wrong person, at the wrong time, with the wrong energy. You know, it's perhaps here it needs to come out in a healthy way. So it's healing, and perhaps both people need to be heard in this situation. Perhaps there's two totally different point of views that weren't seen. Everything was hidden. Things were in the dark. Things were not revealed yet. It was not time. Lessons still had to be learned. I want to say intuition still had to be gained. Your like higher, like your sixth sense, your extra senses had to unfold naturally for some people. I want to say that everybody's on a different spiritual path, at a different speed, at a different point, and that's cool. You know, even if we jump around with the lessons, things unfold as they should for each of us. So perhaps there were lessons to be learned on both sides, and now is the time to come together, because you have this romantic feelings. Your feelings are real. They're valuable. They're important. And perhaps it's time they need to be expressed so healing can happen. Don't anticipate the outcome to be anything. You never know. Perhaps it's just gonna come together. You're gonna express what you need, and then you'll move apart, and you'll both feel better moving along your own way. Perhaps you're gonna come together, discuss something, heart to heart, eye to eye, ear to ear, you know. I'm going to say sitting on the floor, maybe rolling around on the floor, since you have this Lover's card here. But this Lover's card involves two people coming together. I also see children, so the inner child in you is also happy with the adult you're becoming with this person. Does that even make sense? I feel like you're better. I feel like whoever this person is, the lovers that you're making a decision about, is just one person. Perhaps some of you have children with this person. Perhaps some of you are starting anew with somebody else, and children are involved. But whoever this person is that you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation about these romantic feelings with,